You know that feeling when you start a new research paper, you're excited, you've got this great idea, but then reality hits. That spark just gets buried under a mountain of pure work. Well, we're going to look at a tool that promises to cut right through that academic grind. The idea is simple: less time managing, more time actually thinking. Let's dive in and see how it works. Sound familiar? You're just drowning in PDFs, your calendar is screaming with deadlines, and you've got this constant pressure to create something, well, brilliant. It's a feeling every single student and researcher knows. But what if? What if there was a way to totally change that whole process? Ah, yes, the classic time sinks. Let's be real, every single one of these can eat up hours, sometimes even days of your life. You're endlessly skimming these super dense articles, juggling notes that are scattered all over the place, fighting with manual citation formatting, and then the worst part, just staring at that blinking cursor on a blank page with no idea where to even start. It's a recipe for burnout, plain and simple. All right, let's tackle the first monster, the sheer volume of reading you have to do. This is where you can make some huge time-saving gains. We're talking about turning hours of just skimming into minutes of actual, genuine insight. So here's the real difference, right? The old way, it's kind of a gamble. You spend hours reading, just crossing your fingers that you don't miss some crucial argument. But the EZThesis way, it uses AI to just distill these dense papers down to their core ideas. You get the key points, the main takeaways, and even direct quotes, all without the hours of manual labor. It's a total game changer. And get this, the process is so simple. You just upload a PDF, and the tool does all the heavy lifting. It pulls out a summary, sure, but it also gives you direct quotes with the exact page numbers. So this isn't just about being fast, it's about being accurate and efficient right from the get-go. Just think about what that means. A grad student is taking work that used to take hours and getting it done in minutes. That's not just a small tweak. That's a fundamental change to how you do research. It frees up all that time for what actually matters, analyzing and writing instead of just reading. Okay, so you've blasted through your sources and summarized them. Awesome. But now you've got all these great insights and quotes. What do you do with them? How do you manage it all? This brings us to the next big time sink, just trying to get organized. And the solution is pretty clever. Digital note cards. Think about it. No more highlights trapped inside a PDF you can't search, or notes scattered across 10 different random documents. Every single key point, every quote you save, it becomes this neat, structured, totally manageable piece of data. And what this does is, it basically transforms all your research into your own personal searchable library. You can make custom sections like Introduction or Chapter 2. You can add tags for different themes. You can even give your notes star ratings so you know what's most important. And you can search by author. You'll never again have to hunt for that one quote you kind of sort of remember reading somewhere. Now we get to what might be the biggest hurdle of them all, taking all that beautifully organized research and actually starting to write. Oh, the blank page. It can be so intimidating. But this is where the whole system really starts to shine. So there's this feature called Synthesize, and it's designed to do one thing: bridge that terrifying gap between having research and actually writing. It takes your entire library of note cards and, well, it intelligently reorganizes them to answer the specific questions your paper needs to tackle. It's basically like having a personal research assistant build an outline for your first draft. And the process is just so powerful. You start by just listing out your research questions, the core of your assignment. The AI then churns through all your note cards and literally builds an outline for you. It shows you exactly which notes, which arguments, and which quotes support each of your points. It's a completely personalized roadmap for your first draft. All right, you've done it. You've written the draft. But we're not done yet, are we? Now comes that final tedious marathon: editing and proofreading. And yep, you guessed it. This is another spot where tech can save you a ton of time. The whole process is super simple, but it's also incredibly effective. You just upload your draft, and an AI proofreader scans the whole thing. And we're not talking about a basic spell check here. It flags issues with grammar, sentence structure, even clarity, all to help you polish your writing. And listen to this, because it's a huge practical benefit. The tool doesn't just give you some report you have to decipher. No, it exports a Word document with comments placed exactly where you need to make a fix. That just makes the whole editing process ridiculously efficient. A massive time saver for sure. Oh, and we can't forget the bane of every student's existence, right? Citations. Well, this system has an automatic formatter for all the big styles: APA, MLA, Chicago, you name it. So no more flipping through a style guide at 2 in the morning. It's just another one of those awful manual tasks that's now completely automated. So when you put all these pieces together, what do you have? It's more than just a random collection of cool features. What you get is a completely streamlined workflow, one that's designed from the ground up to save you time at absolutely every stage. And here it is, the whole workflow in one shot. You go from that initial PDF all the way to a proofread draft, and every single step is integrated. You summarize, you auto-cite, you organize into note cards, you synthesize an outline, and then you proofread. It's all in one focused system. It's this continuous flow that's built to just systematically eliminate all those classic time sinks we talked about. And that really is the ultimate goal, isn't it? It's a complete toolkit that takes you from a messy folder full of sources all the way to a polished final submission. And it does it with way more speed and way less friction. So, the final question really is for you. We all know that so much of academic success comes down to how well you manage your time. So could a workflow like this be the key, the secret, to finishing your next big project faster than you ever thought possible?